The family. It's where we love, laugh, shout and cry.
Oh, fall off.
It makes us who we are. But it hasn't always been the cherished institution it is today. To find out how the modern family came to be, a group of parents and kids from across Britain have turned back time to face the same ordeals as millions of others over the past 100 years. In the northern seaside town of Morecambe, the past has come alive. A row of terraced houses has been turned into time machines to transport our families through the twists and turns of the 20th century. From the age of service.
I felt a bit emotional because I knew she was there to take the children away, which is quite difficult.
Through the roaring 20s to the Great Depression.
But anything else of value will need to be sold.
And the fact that it was in front of the family, I felt really useless.
From life on the home front.
Another era, another separation.
To the swinging 60s.
Are you slightly concerned about the length of their skirts?
We're starting the rebellion right now.
And now to the groovy 70s.
I couldn't give a damn about material things. For me, family is the most important thing.
And the past has got personal as they live the lives of their very own ancestors.
Rather than just living in a museum, we're actually living an ancestor's life.
She died of TB consumption.
I'm starting to feel quite emotional. We take so much for granted, I think.
We're turning back time to find out how history made the family what it is today. It's the 1970s, the final era our families will be experiencing, but the first within their living memory.
It is a really cool car. It's the kind of big hair look.
The Taylors are heading back to the Britain of their childhood. The Taylor children are getting a rundown from Dad Michael and Mum Adele.
This is kind of going back to be your parents, actually living the life of your parents. I remember it as a child. So, yeah, I'm quite looking forward to this era. I think everybody just looks so cool and groovy. It's going to be... I just think it's going to be a bit of fun.
The Hawkes family are heading back to Albert Road too. And for Rachel and Hayley's mum, Sandra, the 1970s is also all about nostalgia.
I was a teenager in the 70s. I remember the music, I remember Michael Jackson 5, Donny Osmond, David Cassidy, Bay City Rollers, because I was crazy on those.
Joining the Taylors and Hawkes on a trip down memory lane are Susie and Phil Meadows with daughters Genevieve and Saskia.
I'm really looking forward to this era. I love the car, and the only thing I'm not looking forward to is listening to all of Mum and Dad's stories about the 70s.
But the 1970s wasn't all about the music and fashion. And after the Divorce Reform Act of 1969, the family itself was fracturing. By the end of the 1970s, 1 in 8 families was headed up by a lone parent. Single mum Lisa Rhodes from Oldham and her 2 boys, Harrison and Daniel, are Albert Road's newest residents.
I'm looking forward to it. I've always been somebody that's quite sociable and gets on with my neighbours, so I'm hoping that the neighbours we have are, you know, nice people and up for a natter.
Lisa has spent the last 6 years as a lone parent, juggling 2 successful businesses and looking after her 2 technology-obsessed boys.
I've got, like, the top-of-the-range computer where you can, like, do stuff that other computers can't do. I don't know what I would do without it.
Look at Granny there, don't she look nice?
Who's that?
That's me.
But what will Lisa make of life as a 1970s single mum? The very life that her own mother, Sherilyn, lived back then.
I think probably my expectations of a single mum in the 70s is much higher than it's actually going to be.
All our families, new and old, are gathering in Albert Road to be met by the experts who will be guiding them through the era. Social historian Juliet Gardner, gadget geek Joe Crowley, and journalist Susanna Reid.
Welcome back to Albert Road, everybody, and a very warm welcome to Albert Road's newest residents, the Rhodes family, the 1970s. A really fascinating decade, of course. It was a time of political unrest, of strikes, power cuts, the three-day week, and women's lib.
All the traditional family roles were changing. The pipe-smoking, slipper-wearing husband, the stay-at-home wife, the children who were seen and not heard, they're long gone. Your challenge in this era is to adapt to these changing circumstances.
When this week comes to a close, we're going to be asking you, which do you think was the best decade, the best era for family life? But first, you all have to get through the 1970s.
Over the next week, the families will be fast-forwarded through the ups and downs of an entire decade as they live the lives of their very own parents. And just as it did for their parents, the 70s will end in an historic election in which they'll all get the chance to vote.
Oh, these are comfortable.
Wow!
Oh, these are so
Look at the
nice.
wallpaper.
Oh, these are
Oh my word, are you right?
The Taylor family are returning to number 3 Albert Road to follow in the footsteps of Michael's father, who, back in the 70s, worked in the construction industry.
The string picture.
Yeah, we used to have one of them in our house.
The Taylors' journey has seen them slide from the heyday of running a successful cotton mill in the Edwardian era to all 6 living in a 2-up, 2-down by the 1960s.
Right, here we go.
Though they're now just one generation away from their present-day lives, they're unaware of what the decade has in store.
Mum, your wall is very
Wow, we got a...
No, that really is hideous, in fairness.
Yeah.
As the Taylors adjust to the new decor, the Meadows are moving in next door to number 2.
Oh, my word.
Oh, we've gone Moroccan
Oh, we've gone hippie.
Look at this.
Oh.
So far, the Meadows' journey through time has taken them from the lows of 1900s hard labour to the highs of successful business.
So it flies.
Now they'll be living the life of their own middle-class parents. A nostalgia trip for Mum and Dad, and into the unknown for their daughters.
What's this?
I mean,
That is a video player.
That's quite cool.
We could have put our wedding video.
Grandad still has that. Yeah, he does.
People still use them. Look at that painting on the wall there. That's amazing.
That looks exactly like me.
Who is it, Mummy?
It's got my hair right now with Jenna's face.
Yes.
Who is it?
David Bowie. He was my absolute hero, and I will know every single word to every single song.
It's all very, very nice. I'm loving it.
The 70s saw an explosion in domestic appliances and labour-saving gadgets, helping to free women from the endless round of the cooking and cleaning they had endured in previous eras.
Is that a chest freezer?
And it wasn't just the kitchen that became less labour-intensive. Upstairs, a bedding revolution was taking place.
Guys, we've got duvets. Yay.
Oh, yeah.
That's a change,
So
isn't
that's
it?
the end of
That's
sheets.
definitely an advance.
In the 1960s, the largest house on the street, number 1 Albert Road, was carved up into flats to house the Hawkes family. As newly arrived immigrants, all 4 shared a squalid bedsit.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness, is this how bad it is? Family hug.
Now, while son Jonathan works in London, Sandra and her daughters are mirroring her parents' generation, moving up in the world. Like her uncle, Hawthorne Morgan, who owned and ran a boarding house in South London,
This is amazing.
Sandra is becoming a landlady.
Oh my God. Look at that! Wow. Grace, this is great. This is what I remember my mum's front room to be like. Caribbean people like colour. Look at the carpet, typical carpet, just like what we used to have.
I can't believe it's so clean.
Yeah.
It's just, it feels like a completely different place.
Yeah. Look at the fish. Every household had a glass fish. Amazing. Oh, I didn't even got the dog. We had ours under the table. I remember that. I remember the dog.
I think this is testimony to what our granddad did, because he came over and probably stayed in a scummy flat like we were in the 60s. Throughout the 60s and into the 70s, he had to find ways through property to kind of develop himself as a businessman.
Downstairs, the Hawks' new tenants have arrived.
You all right? Yes. Hi, landlady. Who do we have here?
Daniel.
Daniel. Hello, Daniel. How are you? Excited? Moving? Yeah?
Hi, I'm Harrison.
Harrison, nice to meet you. Oh, this is a room. The bedsits. I can show you.
Coming from a spacious four-bedroom semi in 2012, the new accommodation is a bit of a shock. With the state not providing any extra help to lone parents until 1976, this is all many single mothers like Lisa could afford.
Well, I'm speechless, to be honest.
There is a shared bathroom.
I thought we might have had a proper cooker, actually.
Proper cooker?
Yeah. Like, that's it, isn't it?
Yeah. That comes on and it heats up the grill. So this is actually where you would do most of the cooking and heating up water. All right?
It may not be what the Rhodes family are used to, but landlady Sandra is having none of it. She's lived through worse.
Just takes a time to get used to, I know. When we came, it was far worse than this, Lisa, trust me. We didn't have wallpaper on the walls. We didn't have carpets. We had filth, actual filth on the walls. We had absolute nothing.
Not very nice. I don't really like it because it's a bit tacky and there's not really much things to do.
With no other options, Lisa knuckles down to her new life.
This is just absolutely disgusting and manky, and I don't like anything like this, so I'm just going to give it a wipe, really, and try and make it a bit cleaner, because it's minging. If I was at home, I'd probably just end up chucking this and buying a new one. But every penny counts when you're a 70s single mum.
The rest of the adults of Albert Road are basking in the warm glow of their childhoods, to the amusement of their kids.
Ooh. They are the coolest bite you could get when you was a kid.
In the 70s, children of all classes were united by the new toys that were flooding the market. Action men, yo-yos, roller skates and chopper bikes were for everybody. But back upstairs in single mum Lisa's bedsit, the boys are unimpressed with the low-tech amusements on offer.
Yeah, there's only like 2 games and I have to survive with that. If you saw my room now, it'd have hundreds of toys. I think in the 1970s it was a bit disgusting.
With a cramped living space and grumpy kids, Lisa is finding cooking convenience food far from convenient.
It's a bit difficult, really, and there's just no bloody room anywhere, to be honest. Everything's minging. I think if we just get the smash right, which is going to be fun, because I haven't got a clue what I'm doing.
Even the instant mash, which for a brief period in the 70s replaced real potatoes in many households, isn't easy to prepare in her makeshift kitchen.
I'm not going to have enough water, am I? There we go. 1. Single mum, 70s, dinner.
Do you have to eat all of it?
Can't find. Don't let the sun go down on me.
Next door, while Phil relives the golden era of pop unleashing his inner Elton John, Susie dives into the chest freezer.
Phil?
I have.
Not sure that my mum fed me these most of the time, but she definitely did on occasion. This era of cooking has definitely got easier, but potentially more revolting. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to end up feeding my family. It looks pretty gross to me.
Stop.
So bad!
Don't let the sun go down on me.
I really want to let the sun go down on you, and you're singing.
You know, that's someone else I see.
Oh, you're so mad. Stop it.
Susie's serving up a 70s TV dinner in under 20 minutes. Crispy pancakes, sauté potatoes and peas, all straight from frozen. But she's overcooked the pancakes.
Disgusting. Oh, they stink.
It's solid rock.
Have we sat down and eaten off our laps before?
No, this is the first time.
Yeah.
It was
And
TV dinners.
That was the best bit of 1910. Even though we didn't have anything to eat, we sat around the table and talked about it.
This is much more antisocial than how it's been in the last eras.
Yeah, it is.
Because you just don't say anything because you're engrossed in the television.
So it's like 2012.
This is
This
is our house.
No, but
too.
this isn't just... I'm just not talking about us. I'm talking about everyone.
In general, right.
As night falls on Albert Road, single mum Lisa reflects on her first day on the street.
Being in the 70s, totally different to how I expected it. A bit shocked about the accommodation. Absolutely knackered. It's been very hard work. And I can certainly tell you I am ready for my bed.
Morecambe Bay on a Monday morning, and time for the kids to go to school. For the past 60 years, 15-year-old Genevieve has been classed as an adult and had to work for a living. From assisting her mum in her Edwardian laundry business, through domestic service in the 1920s, to working as a 1960s shop girl. But in 1972, the school leaving age was raised to 16, which means it's back to school for Genevieve and back to being a child.
Having to go to school like a child again, it's quite, strange.
Saskia's going too, but as a reluctant teaching assistant.
I don't really like young kids, so it'll be interesting. I heard they used to have punishments. You could hit them with the cane and the slipper, so I'm taking one.
In fact, for the first time, all the women of Albert Road will be working, and Lisa's no exception, which means her lads will be making their own way to school. Lisa has a job at a local cafe, while Adele is following in the footsteps of her mum, who was a district nurse in the 1970s, not far removed from her modern-day job as an A&E nurse.
Now I'm moving into this dream of actually having a career. So this will be, this appeals.
Adele's husband Michael is following in his father's footsteps, working on a building site as a joiner. The kids are on the way to school, helped across the busy roads by Susie, the resident lollipop lady.
Well done, everyone.
Yeah,
Thank you. Come on, you have to be associated with your mum.
The only person still at home is Susie's husband, Phil Meadows. He should be working as a draftsman, just like his father, Ronald Meadows, but he's being forced to stay at home. On January the 1st, 1974, Ted Heath's Conservative government introduced a 3-day working week. Historian Juliet Gardner is dropping by to check in on Phil.
Hello, Phil.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. Doing some washing up.
Yeah, a little bit of drying and washing.
Why is that?
Well, all the family disappeared off.
All right.
So someone's got to do it.
Somebody's got to do it, so you're doing it.
Been at it for a while, actually. Yeah.
That's it. So here we are, 3-day week.
Yes.
What about, did you experience that at all? Can you remember anything about your father talking?
He went to work in a suit and a white shirt and a tie. And I remember him hanging about a bit. I got a feeling he was on a 3-day week, but he was private sector, not public sector. So I don't know whether it affected those people or not.
Yeah.
But I think he was on a 3-day week.
Yeah. The idea of the 3-day week was to conserve electricity so that stocks just didn't, coal just didn't run out. So everybody was subjected to the 3-day week. How do you think you're going to spend your time? What do you think you might do?
It'd be quite difficult to fill your time, I think, without spending money.
Without spending money, that's the point, isn't it?
I would do probably a lot of house, because Susie's out working, so I would run the household. But I'd probably do some hoovering and some washing, as I am. A bit of cooking. I did breakfast this morning.
Well, the 4 days you've got left from your 3-day week are going to be busier than the 3 days at work.
Yeah, well, I'd rather have that than sitting around, actually. I've listened to all the
you're
records.
not an idle man, are you, Phil?
Yeah.
While Phil's stuck at home, some of the women are well into the working day.
What can I get you?
Do you have a chocolate milkshake?
I can find out for you. Do we have chocolate milkshake? Yeah. Yes. Yeah, fabulous. Coming to work and having a job, I'm very lucky to have a job that I can fit around when the children are at school.
In the 1970s, women's wages were low. Single mothers who also had to struggle to find childcare faced huge financial problems. Like her 70s counterparts, Lisa's feeling the pinch.
For the bedsit, for me and the 2 children, it's £8.50 a week. We do actually get £3 off the government. By the time we've paid the rent and paid the bills, I think we have about just over £1 a day to live on, and that means your food and your clothes and everything else that the kids need.
Adele, heading home after her shift at the local hospital, is confident in the knowledge that the Taylors have 2 incomes to support them. Or so she thinks. With industrial action sweeping the country, there's a surprise in store. Michael Taylor's father, John, worked in the construction industry in the 1970s, and now, just as his father did in 1972, Michael has downed tools and gone on strike.
Hello, you all right?
Yeah, what are you doing home?
We're on strike until further notice.
That's a bit brave.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going to happen.
So how long are you striking for?
I don't know.
So do you get paid if you're on strike?
No, don't get any pay. So I don't know what's going to
That's
happen.
even worse then, isn't it?
It is.
If you don't get paid.
But the thing is, I don't know how long it will last, so.
Taking some extra shifts then if you're not working.
I'll become a man of leisure.
Well, no, a man of the house. There's a big difference.
Lisa's home too, and she's struggling with the ancient boiler.
There's no hot water at all.
She'd normally call out a plumber, but instead, Lisa pays a visit to her landlady.
Hi, yeah, sorry to bother you. I can't seem to get the water to work, the hot water.
Oh, right.
Can you come and have a look for me?
OK, I'll have a quick look. Have you tried running it? So... We've got another problem, haven't we?
Oh, yeah. That's blocked, isn't it? That's it. What else is going to go wrong?
It's hard, isn't it? I found it really hard because I didn't have a husband from they were small. He left me quite early on, so I had to learn to do it all by myself. Ooh, it's
not going, is it?
No, it's not too bad.
Oh, what's that? What's that? Is it
Lard.
lard?
Tea bag. So screw that back on.
Thank you very much.
Yes, Mum. Yeah.
Well done, ladies.
Girl power.
Whilst the women get on with it, down the road at number 3, Michael Taylor is on strike. His mum and dad are visiting to talk about the realities of their life in the 70s.
Come in. Come in.
It's lovely.
How are you?
Dad John joined the construction workers' strike in 1972 to demand a minimum wage of £30 per week.
Wallpaper we used to have.
So how long, Dad, did you actually stay off for over the strike period?
About 4 weeks.
In continuous?
Yes.
So you got no wage for
I got
4
nothing.
weeks?
I got nothing for 4 weeks.
So your union says that you strike. Do you everybody have to strike?
No.
But if you don't, then I guess you're not very popular.
We weren't militant people. We just
you
wanted
just
a
said
fair
no,
day's
you've got
work
to
for
do.
a fair day's pay. And if you look at the conditions of the building trade, there was more people killed in building trades than there ever was down the mine.
Right.
You know, there were lots of accidents. The health and safety was non-existent. We just got a young family, a big mortgage, so it was a frightening time. You don't know where the bread's going to come from for you next week.
Important.
So what happened if you went and you got to the point, because at some point, if it had gone on, you'd have got to the point where you couldn't have afforded to carry on like that?
I just managed on the family allowance. On a Tuesday, I'd go down to the post office, get my family allowance, and that would pay for some of the food for all week. Then I used to borrow a £5 off my mum on a Monday and pay it back on a Friday. I was skint, I was broke. We didn't go out because we had young children. You know, if you had a babysitter and it cost you money to go out, you played out in the street. You were always playing out in the street.
That's pretty much what I remember as a kid. A kind of bombing through the house, get a jam butty and out the other door.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not closing anything behind you. Oh, I'm going to jam butty. And off I go again, back down the wreck.
Well, do you know they don't like kids having jam butties now?
Well, look what happened.
The children of Albert Road are oblivious to the troubles of their parents. With no computer games or social networking to entertain them, they are playing out on the street, unsupervised. Today, only 40% of kids play outside compared to 72% of the kids who grew up in the 70s.
It gets less rules as the eras go on. Yeah, this era is probably the best because you've got most of the time outside. You're not all stuffed up inside and everything like that.
Sailor went to see what he could see. Mum doesn't normally let us out, just run off on her own. She normally has like a safety area near her, so. Outside donkeys go! I do feel like I've got more freedom because we can sort of do what we want because we're outside.
As the sun sets over Morecambe, in number 2 Albert Road, Susie is making the most of her husband's free time. She wants Phil to connect with his spiritual side.
Look what she's doing now.
I know, I used to be able to do it. Oh, ow, 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 I don't think I can do
the
it.
blood's going to my head. What's she doing now?
Eastern mysticism, popularised by groups like the Beatles, was all the rage for Britons in search of their inner hippie.
Oh, it's really bad on the back there. Does that hurt? Like
I can't do it.
I can't.
I've never known anyone that can't cross their legs on the floor.
I can't.
A new day. And while the men of the street are suffering the effects of the industrial unrest, the women are preoccupied by a very different phenomenon. The women's liberation movement had arrived, and housework was under fire. At the Meadows house, Susie is sampling a 70s classic that billed itself as a guide to avoiding housework without guilt.
Number 1, don't wear nail varnish. And if life gets unbearable, don't wash up at all. I think in the 70s, I can imagine women would have you know, wanted to assert themselves a bit more, and books like this gave women the idea that they could actually do it. It was sort of permission that women could take the lead and decide for themselves. I don't think they'd ever thought that they had that opportunity before.
Women's work is never done. For me, this is the first time in any of the eras where I've actually got to do stuff like this. That would have been as it was, you know, in true life during those periods, I think. I don't think the guy did very much. It was women's work to put the hoover on if they had a hoover, to dust and to clean and to do the washing up and the washing. That was definitely women's work. And I think this was maybe the start of the change, where it became more of a shared job to look after the household in general.
The 1970s saw a transformation in men's domestic lives as 70% of professional men began helping with cooking, cleaning and childcare.
I've now made more mess than what I started with.
I'm not going to verbatim do all the things that I'm asked to by Shirley Conrad, but I just pick things that I want to take out of these books. But I'm then quite happy to sit here and read while Phil brings me a cup of tea.
In the Taylor home, temporary house husband Michael is now in charge of the domestic chores.
That's when you do that. Go on, rub it down.
And with a hungry family to feed, he's called on gadget geek Joe Crowley for help, who's come armed with his Cold War cooking kit.
Who do you think this is for?
Dad.
Len Dayton's Action Cookbook.
Wow. Got a gun on it.
No, it has. Says it all. He wrote lots of spy books, novels,
right.
so it's quite macho stuff. Men in the kitchen, making it kind of a bit more acceptable. Lots of bits and bobs for you to look at, and all quite macho language, which is quite good. Sort of stabbing bits of meat and synchronising watches and things like that, you know, for timing of it. It's all very sort of spy and thriller stuff.
That's my sort of cookbook. It seems quite straightforward with pictures.
Yeah.
What do you reckon, Megan? Thank you. Right then, shall we have a look?
Action cookbook in hand, it's chicken Kiev tonight on Michael's menu.
This is man's job. Bash the hell out of the chicken. Hey! That's it. Just whack it in. They can be cooling.
Hello?
Hello!
Hi, Mum! I'm pleased there's no fire engines outside.
We're almost ready. Do you want to go in the lounge and I'll pass you through a cup of tea?
Oh, my goodness, you've got a kitty as well.
Dead sexy, man. What does Mum cook? Tin stuff. What does Dad cook? Proper stuff.
First time. So that's Lily's.
Thank you.
This looks incredible.
Let's cook to the bottom.
Yeah.
That's very nice, actually, Michael. Well, I do appreciate the effort. You've done a very good job.
Good, I'm glad you like it. I'll
If
do
you
this.
don't like it, I love it.
Up the road, Susie Meadows has also been busy.
Hi, guys.
She's hosting a 1970s soiree for the street, with no men allowed.
Hiya.
Hiya, what can I get you?
Give her 2 pints of bits, please, and some nuts, if possible.
Susie's not just being sociable, though.
If you would like to all come to the other end of the room, we've got a Tupperware layout. Feel free to pick them up, touch them, be one with your Tupperware.
Cheers.
This, I'm stumped at.
Yeah.
I know what you get your boiled egg out and all the water runs out, and then you tip it straight in your cup.
Oiled by the 70s classic Blue Nun Liebfraumilch, the women of Albert Road are getting down to the important business of shopping.
They used to play games at Tupperware parties. If you were going to advertise your husband, what would you put as the selling points?
But man available, well-fed, squidgy around the edges, making him extra huggable and saves on heating bills. Good cook and excellent with children, an excellent interior decorator and handyman, snazzy dresser, groover and an excellent sense of humour. Needs some work. I'll see you at the divorce court.
Cheers, Phil.
Cheers, Biggs.
Down at the Working Men's Club, Phil and Michael have settled in for the evening.
So they're doing a Tupperware party, Phil?
Yeah, we got a full-on... There's about nearly 15 women around my house. Can you imagine the noise? Loads of wine.
Yeah?
I think there's more to it myself. I
think
don't know what's going on.
Is it
I can't see
Tupperware
why
or is
they
it
get
something else?
So excited about a bit of plastic, I don't get it. I'm very suspicious. I must admit, I'm feeling a little bit emasculated. We've got, you know, I'm housekeeping.
Yeah.
I'm homekeeping, which I don't mind doing it for a little while.
Yeah.
But I think it might get a bit dull after a while.
I don't mind it. I mean, I cooked dinner, that's quite nice.
Ah, what'd you cook?
Chicken a la Kiev.
Yeah, have a packet.
No, honestly.
Yeah, come on.
No, straight up.
What's going to scare a man out of the house more than a load of plastic talking about cooking? They're gone. And nobody said we want you to leave. They volunteered to leave.
I think they kind of use it as a little bit of a get-together about a chat about all sorts of things, women's rights, burning bras.
Susie Meadows' Tupperware party is in full swing, but it's about to be sabotaged by the plague of the 70s. British families soon learnt to just get on with it.
It's really weird not having power because it's kind of like there's nothing that we can do about it. It kind of puts you in a state of helplessness.
Clearly, you know how to light a candle. Maybe I'm being really patronising, but you have to be very, very careful. It's not a toy, it's not a game, because one of the risks is the candles toppling over. All right, so you have to make sure that it's quite secure, and that's quite secure. So we need to move this.
So that's not what...
That's not good, but because I was...
you moan at us, and then you can't even do it. This is how you handle a candle.
So when we go into bed, we'll take one into the bedroom.
Okay.
All right?
It's a new day on Albert Road, and having gone to bed without electricity, the families have woken up to another unwelcome discovery.
No water. No bloody water.
And the water's not working. Last night we had a power cut, now the water's not working.
I've just been loo, you know, and I can't even flush the loo because there's no water. Couldn't wash my hands. Oh, no, disgusting.
I'm not touching you.
I know.
Do not
I
touch
wouldn't.
my body.
I wouldn't either, to be honest.
Oh no, they've turned the water off already. Got tons of washing up from yesterday. That's a pain in the arse,
Maybe we should have done it yesterday, shouldn't we, darling?
Maybe we should have done it straight after the
You
Tupperware
can't
party.
leave me washing up from a women's meeting to do. That is taking the mick. Big
No,
time.
I don't think it's about that, Phil.
No,
I
it
think
is
it's
about
sharing. And
No,
caring.
it's not sharing and caring. It's if you want to have the Tupperware Liberation Front round it, you can do your own washing up.
During the long, hot summer of '76, the country was hit by a water shortage when reservoirs ran dry.
It's the water thing.
Oh, water rationing. To ensure we protect our limited reserves of water, there will be no direct supply to homes and businesses in most of the affected areas.
Especially when it's the 19. It's over there.
Where?
What is it?
It's a standpipe. So you have to go up, fill your kettle, and then boil it, and then that's the water you use. Right,
Can I go out to get it?
Yeah, we'll all go.
All the families are having to adjust to this new hardship.
Not enjoying this at all.
Oh, dear.
It's like being back in the 1900s with better clothes.
This water looks minty. It's got all sorts of things floating in it.
If the families are going to get through this, house rules need to change.
If you have a wee, then we won't worry about it. Yeah, we'll leave it until the end of the day.
Or if you need a number 2, go somewhere else.
Go next door.
When we do have water and we have a bath, we keep the bath water to put down the toilet.
We don't get the water out of the toilet.
No, we put the water into the toilet.
Oh, yeah.
Flush the toilet. That's
To
the
flush
last
it.
point of usage.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought you meant get the water out of the toilet to drink, and I was like, not recycling like that.
After the long, hot summer comes a cold, bleak winter. As the 70s ground on, 1978 brought the winter of discontent, with yet more strikes and shortages, and every family began to feel the pressure.
And I wonder about food. Are they gonna... Because everybody's going to be worrying that it's going to affect food next, surely. Do we not need to stockpile the cupboards?
Yeah, but once I'm on strike and not working, how much money have we got to go and buy food?
True.
It is worrying times, the fact we don't know when I'll be going back to work, and obviously our income's halved, if not more. So we're just going to have to cut our cloth accordingly.
In an attempt to check rampant inflation and keep down rising unemployment, the government introduced a pay freeze for public sector staff. Bin men joined the picket line. On Albert Road, the bin bags are piling up, and the effects are being felt by our families.
How come we've got so much rubbish outside?
Everybody's put the rubbish out for bin day, but I guess that nobody's going to collect it today by the looks.
Yeah.
There's loads of it in there.
Adele calls a residents' meeting.
You know, I mean, look at that. You don't want that outside your house. It's disgusting.
So, what a mess.
Rotting rubbish.
Rotting rubbish.
The bin men are on strike.
We need to obviously sort out the rubbish, because we're going to end up with rats if we don't get it cleared. But it seems daft that we all take it. I don't know, Michael's on strike at the minute with a builders' union, so I'm not sure whether anybody else is striking. I don't know whether you're working, Phil. So you're still working, you're not on strike?
Are you working today, you, Phil?
Have you got a day off?
Yeah. You are now, Phil.
Do you know what? I don't care how you do it, guys.
We can
just get it done.
And it's not just the women of Albert Road who have had enough. This was a turning point for the people of Britain. The country had ground to a halt, and the government appeared to have lost control, and a general election was called. Sandra's son Jonathan has arrived back just in time for the historic vote. But who will the families choose?
Can I vote, Jonathan?
Yeah, I think I might.
You undecided?
No. I'm still undecided.
Still undecided? With all what's going on?
Margaret.
And you're going to vote the same party back in?
Yeah, but...
He will.
Well, maybe it's time to give women a go. If this is going to be our first female Prime Minister, maybe actually a woman Prime Minister might have her head screwed on and we might get something done.
Margaret Thatcher was the first woman in Britain to lead a political party. She was also a wife and mother of 2. Michael Taylor, son of a loyal trade unionist, is struggling to decide where his political loyalties lie.
I am considering voting for Margaret Thatcher. My dad, who's like a very union man, there's a bit of a clash. I'm tired of being pushed from pillar to post with the strike. I'm tired of not knowing what's going to happen. I'm tired of having to take the rubbish to the tip. I'm tired of the electricity shortages and the thing. I think this government's just not run this country very well, and I think it's time for change.
This election is a first for 18-year-old Saskia.
Saskia Meadows. I want Margaret Thatcher to be our Prime Minister because it's a woman and it will might help more women get into the Parliament and all sorts, but I want what the Labour are saying. I voted for Labour.
I voted for Conservative.
Conservative.
I voted for the Iron Lady herself.
Mrs. Thatcher.
I voted Conservative. It's time for a change, and women will do better than the fellas, I'm afraid.
It needs a shake-up, and she seemed the right person to do it. Not someone that's going to kowtow to the unions.
I wanted to take all three, but I don't think I'm allowed.
After a decade of disruption, the 1979 general election saw a massive turnout with more than 75% of the electorate voting. On Albert Road, it's the dawn of a new era for our families. For the first time, a wife and mother is in charge at number 10.
All the fight for equality and to have a woman as Prime Minister, that's a fantastic, it ends a decade for women, doesn't it?
Yeah. We need that sort of Iron Lady tendencies to bring us out of what is a complete slump and depression.
Listen to all the people booing.
Yeah, I'm quite pleased.
But not everyone is convinced that a woman's touch will be good for the nation.
It's not good news for the single mum, is that? Margaret Thatcher is very much about making the rich richer and the poor poorer. With Margaret Thatcher in power, I'm going to go out and find myself a rich fella, and that's it, the job good.
As the 1970s roll into the 1980s and Thatcherism takes hold, the journey is almost over for the families of Albert Road. But before they return to the 21st century, there is time for a final celebration for the street's residents. The Golding family, who left after the Second World War, have returned to join the festivities, marking the next great historical event for Britain, the royal wedding of 1981. So what did they make of the final era?
From a woman's perspective, it's got much, much easier. We've been a bit more liberated this era, and I don't feel as though I, have a struggle anymore.
Felt really weird actually being my dad. Never realised stuff about my father that he actually, was a big part of the union and he struck, and how difficult it was for him within that time. So, I think the 70s have kind of made you realise what's important and what's not.
I've enjoyed the most being a kid again because for the last, all of the eras, I've been an adult and now going back to school. It's lovely.
It's time to say goodbye for the families in Albert Road. Juliet Gardner and Susanna Reid are on hand to find out which era was best for family life.
Thank you for taking part in this extraordinary project. You and your families have gone on an accelerated journey through the best part of 100 years of British life, and you've endured everything that history has had to throw at you.
But what did our families make of their journey through time? The Taylors stepped back into the comfort of the upper middle class life once enjoyed by Michael's great-great-great-grandfather.
You're just about to go back to the 21st century, but for the family, do you think it's the past or the present that's going to be the best time for them?
For us all, I think the 1900s were really hard. We were separated completely. I was a single bloke by all means. Adele was just stuck in the drawing room with Meghan, and Meghan really struggled to be a young adult when really her heart's wanting to be a child.
As the eras went on, people understood children more. We were given more of a voice and we were allowed to do more kids things, so kids music, kids TV programmes. So children were recognised more, I think.
Newcomers Sandra Hawkes and her children arrived in Albert Road in the 1960s to face prejudice and squalor. But an unwelcome reception and cramped conditions did nothing to break their close family ties.
History has only raised our self-esteem to make us proud of who we are. Family is about getting involved when times are really difficult, when times are really hard, and being there and supporting each other.
Family hug.
I'm proud.
And what did single mum Lisa make of living in the past?
Personally, I haven't missed the mobile phone, I haven't missed the television, I haven't missed any of those sort of home comforts. And I think the kids have enjoyed the freedom of just being able to get up and go outside.
The Meadows family returned to Phil's ancestors' working-class roots. For Phil, this meant going cap in hand for labouring work, while Susie and the girls were forced to skivvy for their well-to-do neighbours.
So which is better for the family, past or present family life?
I think the first era, so early 1900s, was probably the hardest as a family. But saying that, it still managed to bring us closer and work better as a team, as a unit, as a family. So we all became really close to each other.
Family life for me, I would choose 2012 and the life that we have over what I've lived through. Because as a working class family in the first 3 eras, it was damn hard.
In 2012, we have got every opportunity, and more fool us if we don't, you know, capitalise on those and make sure we have a happy life.
I'm sad to say it is time for you to say goodbye to each other and to Albert Road and head back to your 21st century lives.
You did well. You did well. Oh, thank you. That's been really good. Well done.
Talking to Phil this morning.